Hi, Riddhi. Very good evening to you.
Hello.
Hi, Riddhi.
Hi.
Very good evening to you, and welcome to the second virtual Canadian Education Day.
Thank you. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, Riddhi, you are very
Yeah.
much audible to me.
All right, great. So I just wanted to understand
Right?
that you will we be having like different separate rooms
No,
for
no, no. You
yeah?
won't be having separate different rooms. So, if
Hmm.
any students have a query, they will shoot the query to me in the chat box. Or if they
Okay.
have any query, they'll directly ask you guys. Like
Okay.
five universities are there, so can they
Yeah.
directly shoot a question to you? Like you are there, University of Alberta is there. So different universities, so they can shoot their questions.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Alright.
So I'm going to start the
Can
session. Can I have everyone over here, please? A very good evening to all of you. All the delegate.
I have a
Yes.
doubt here
Yes.
because all am I audible to you?
Yes, Monica, you are.
Okay, I have a doubt since all delegates are here and you said all students will ask questions over here.
Right.
So what do you mean instead of the breakout rooms? We
So,
all know that.
Monica, this time we are not doing the breakout rooms, right? So basically, in the chat box, they will ask directly shoot the questions to me, and I will pass on the questions to you.
So other delegates are also there, so they're just
Right.
waiting to. But I think this is makes a lots of confusion and all.
No, it won't. It's much more easier as compared to the breakout because they will ask me like if they have a question from Seneca University, they will directly ask me, yes, this is the question, and or either they can directly ask you. So this is the very easiest method of asking the questions.
But by that time, other delegates are also wasting their time. Like if any delegate is here and a student is asking questions to any other university or college,
Right.
then we are just what we are doing by that time.
Your question is absolutely correct, but what have happened with the breakout room? It's more complicated.
I don't know, means maybe people are using the breakout rooms and all like
Yeah, even
dedicated to,
I feel
yeah,
if we
it's
have
not
the
live professional.
facility,
Yeah.
yeah, if we have the facility of a breakout room, I think that's the
Right.
best option because,
Yeah,
if one university is answering a question,
Right.
meanwhile, if we have another student, we can just take it up
exactly.
on our own. So, if we can have that kind of a facility right now, I think that will be the best thing
Yeah.
Fine. So
we're
give
doing.
me 2 minutes of time. So I'll arrange this for you if possible.
Sure, that will
Because
be
the students
wonderful.
are a lot and it's gonna take a lot of time for the breakout room. That's why we're not doing breakout room in this
But
education.
that's much more convenient because we
For
have two
us,
hours.
yes.
And, even if we spend like 15 minutes right now in
Exactly.
arranging that breakout room, I think that'll be the best idea that we can go ahead with because right now it'll be very, very inconvenient for you also.
Trust me, I don't think so. Maybe you are absolutely correct, but let me get back to you in another 2 3 minutes. Right?
Hi, Vidhi. This is Gaurav from
Sure, sure.
Hi,
Education.
Gaurav.
Yeah, sorry to intervene. It's just that I believe because it's already 4 and the time has started and it's also going live. So
Right.
can we do it the way it's happening right now and maybe from next time onwards we can put in the feedback?
Right. I'll do that, Gaurav. Makes sense. Because this
And
time, because the students are a lot more and making the breakout room is going to be
Yes,
very, very difficult for
exactly.
us.
And that too, because as I can see right now, we have about 60 participants, and when we
Right.
break,
And there are a lot of students who are joining us.
what I'm saying is, if in case we get the breakout rooms, then participants
Sorry,
actually.
Gaurav, I totally get you. Riddhi and Monica, next time, whenever this is happening, we're gonna make out the breakout rooms.
Who see the next time? Like first impression is the last impression, Aradhana.
I am not denying Monica, but you never know this impression is gonna be the best impression for you people as well. So at least give a chance. So one chance is given, so at least people can prove themselves.
Let's see if we are comfortable.
Fine. So I'm going to start the session now. So, dear students and the delegates, I'm Aradhna, one of the host, team member of the CIE, and I'm a host for the day. First of all, I would like to welcome you all in this virtual fair. I would also like to say thanks to all the universities and students to be part of a second virtual Canadian Education Day. We have the delegates on the dais from various Canadian universities. Now we have few instructions for the students specifically. If you have any questions or doubt, kindly write the question directly to me or either to the university name you have in mind that you have to ask questions from them, or else you can ask the question directly from the university delegates. So now I'm not going to waste much of your time. I would like to call Monica from Seneca College for delivering the presentation. Monica, over to you.
Thank you, Aradhana. Thank you, CI also, and warm welcome to all students and, of course, delegates also from my sector. So, first of all, what do you want, Aradhana? Shall I share my screen with you guys?
Yes, Monica.
Okay. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, Monica, it is.
Okay. So I'm not wasting my time to talk about Canada. Why Canada? Please, guys. Okay, why Canada? Why education in Canada? But of course, definitely, I'll talk about a difference between colleges in Canada and universities in Canada. What is the main difference between the college and universities? Because you will see some of our delegates are from universities, some are from colleges. So basically, if you see, there is not much difference between the colleges and universities in Canada. The main difference is, if I say, about degrees. I believe so many students, like 90% students are here from school, like high schools and all. They are looking for 4 years of degree. Or few of students are here for after completion of their bachelor's in India, then they would like to go for the master's. So if students are looking for directly into the 4 years of bachelor's degree, yes, that's of course we have at Seneca. But if you're looking for master's degree, then we do not have. So that's a big difference between the colleges and universities. Universities, they have wide ranges of a variety of programs with a master's degree or MS or MBA degree. But colleges generally provide you diplomas, advanced diplomas, postgraduate certificates or diplomas, or 4 years of degrees. Another things about, if I say about faculties, then of course in faculties, like if you're looking for the applied research, that is called into the colleges, and when you are looking for the academic research, that is in universities. So if you're looking for the deep studies, then like PhD or research level, then of course you should go for university. But when students are looking for, they would like to go directly into the skills, how to, like beyond the classroom practical experience, when we are talking about applied research, then they can see to colleges. In colleges, faculties are more professionals. In universities, faculties are more professors. That is the difference. Then about tuition fees and living cost. Living cost is, of course, that depends on the location where you are going. But yes, in tuition fees, there is a difference. In colleges, tuition fees is relevant with the universities a little bit lower than universities. And then job options and all. Of course, there is variety of job options after learning the diplomas, advanced diplomas and degrees. So I'll talk a little bit about diplomas, advanced diplomas, and 4 years of degrees later on. But first of all, I would like to tell you why Seneca. So Seneca, I don't need to mention, that is already brand. Seneca is a brand in education system in Canada. Canada education system is, of course, it's worldwide accepted and recognized. Students would like to go to study in Canada because Canada economy is known as the most stable, safe economy, multicultural. Of course, if you're looking for any international students, multicultural activities and all in any colleges and universities, yes, you can see in Canada. Seneca, we are located at Great Toronto area. I pronounce Toronto. In India, we pronounce Toronto, but in Canada, the right pronunciation is Toronto. So GTA, Great Toronto area, our main three campuses are at the Seneca, Great Toronto area, GTA. Toronto is the largest city, or you can say that it's a IT manufacturing financial hub in Canada. So any students who are looking for studies, of course, they are looking to invest their study where they can get their jobs option also easily. So of course, first of all, you would like to see location. So like I mentioned, Seneca is at GTA. three campuses that I'll talk later, like our Newnham campus, our York campus that's at our York University, then our Markham campus that is called Seneca International Academy, that is at York GTA. So of course, after completion of your 12th, like after higher studies, after 12 years of studies, or after 15 years of studies instead of 16 years, like after completion of your 12 plus 3 years of degree, directly you can go to colleges. So Seneca, we have options for you in diplomas, advanced diplomas, and bachelor's degree, then postgraduate certificates. Another difference, if I talk about here about colleges and university, in the class sizes. So in colleges, maximum we do not take more than 40 students in the class. But in universities, you can see there about 100 to 150 students can be possible. Like one lecture, one faculty is giving lectures to more than 100 or students. But in colleges, we are not taking more than 40 students in the class. So when you are looking for the wider variety of practical oriented programs, when I'm talking about technical, technicians, any kind of programs, when these programs you are looking for, yes, we have so many variety of programs, which I talk about later. Then hands-on experience, like I mentioned, this is college, it's not university. Again, I'm repeating. So when students are looking for, after completion of the 2 years of studies or 3 years of studies, directly they would like to go into the job market or skill to learn the skills, applied research, then this is a very faster procedure to get into the colleges. We have a multiple ways of the university pathways. That's another thing. Now, students who feel they do not have maths in their 12s, how to go for the further studies, which is required maths instead of taking the maths test. That is a variety pathways programs we have. They can complete their 2 years of diplomas, 3 years of diplomas. Sometimes students feel now they do not have that good marks in their 12th. They cannot go back and change their percentage to get into the university admissions. So what they can do, they can go for the diploma programs, and we have a direct tie-ups in few of our direct universities in Canada, Australia, USA, or UK. So when you go to the programs, you can see in which of our, hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So which are the programs? We have the direct partnerships in which universities? Like either it's in Canada, we have in Australia, UK, and USA. So when you would like to see which program, which university, you need to go to the program webpage, and you can say that is called Pathways Universities, Pathways, with the requirement GPA. You need to maintain GPA to get into the direct transfer into the universities. Then, of course, we have a very, you can say, the professional professors. So when students are looking for some of kind of the program where they required the practical experience we are talking about. So some of our faculties, either they have their own small business or medium-sized business, they are already indulged into the business. Like in university, you can see the faculties are mostly indulged into their research work. But here, our faculties are professors. For example, from media, if you're looking for the media or in creative writing or in business, so you can see your faculties are already from the same field. So when you are looking for how to get into the job market of field experience, that is very easier way to for students also. Then if I talk about the area of studies, so we have a variety of programs. Like for aviation, if I say, for aviation, Seneca is the one of the best, you can say. For business, Seneca is the #1 college. It's not ranking in Canada. There is no government ranking or any professional ranking over there. But if you see our business programs and all, when we say about the employer satisfaction ratio, that is about 92%. So that is a variety of business programs we have. Then community services, fashion and health sciences, in IT, hospitality, tourism, media, communications, science, engineering, recreation, wellness, and so many variety of programs you can see. Then in Seneca, like I have already mentioned, we have diplomas and advanced diplomas. So diplomas are generally for 2 years of programs, where we have a variety of 70 plus programs. and advanced diplomas are 3 years of diplomas. So the basic difference between the advanced diplomas and diplomas are basically, when you say about technical, then you talking about diplomas. When you would want to become technician, advanced means more deep knowledge into the practical experience with the co-ops, or you say the work experience, you say the work field exposure. Mostly all programs are WIL, that is called the work integrated learning. So all of these programs are work integrated learnings, where students are learning skills and they can go directly into the job market. Now, basically, I have seen 99% students, they would like to go to Canada because that is their big dream, how to study, how to settle, how to get their PR. So of course, when you are going for the 2 years of studies, minimum 2 years of studies, you can get up to 3 years of work permit. That is called PGWP, postgraduate work permit. And for advanced diploma, of course, it's more than 3 years, then up to 3 years of work permit you can get. Mostly, if you see, the annual cost is between $14,000 to $16,000 for either for diploma programs or advanced diploma programs. Then if I talk about bachelor's degree, in bachelor's degree, we have 19 plus programs options over here. That is a 4 years of degree. And that is generally we have 2 intakes in January and September. After completion of the bachelor's degree, students can get up to 3 years of work permit. I hope here all students are very means serious students, interested students, any student whoever is doing this thing on the screen, if they do not feel this interesting, please leave this session. Don't disturb others. This is my humble request.
May I know who's scribbling on the presentation, please?
Whoever is there,
this is
I don't
unethical.
think. Anyways, I'm trying my best to hold.
No, it's not about you, Monica. It's about the student who is not actually focusing on the presentation, rather than they are
Don't
believing
disturb others. I was just ignoring for long, but anyways. So,
There's one thing, ma'am, you can just deactivate this annotation.
that is the host has to do it. They have to
Yes,
check it. Who's doing it? I can't check it.
okay, ma'am.
So bachelor's degree, mostly the annual cost is between $16,000 to $19,000. And then we have a postgraduate certificates. Now, if you see, our postgraduate certificate programs are generally for 1 year of postgraduate certificate program. We have 40 plus program options we have. Now, postgraduate certificate, when I say 1 year, then of course, after completion of the 1 year, if you would like to go into the job market directly, you can get up to 1 year of work permit. But if you continue with another postgraduate certificate, you complete your continuously your 2 years of studies, then you can get your 3 years of work permit. Generally, the annual cost for the postgraduate certificate programs are between $14,000 to $16,000. This is my request, Aradhana, since you are organizing this event, you can find out who.
We have deactivated. We have deactivated it, Monica.
So the screen can't be like, how to do?
It's already been deactivated. Now no one can scribble further.
Okay. So yes, in Canada, when you're going for the 2 years of studies, like I have mentioned, diplomas, advanced diplomas and degrees, after completion of the 2 years of studies, then up to 3 years of work.
Now,
Ma'am, your voice, we can't hear you, ma'am.
Monica,
Because I was not talking.
Yeah, Monica.
Yeah.
Your screen is not visible now.
Because I cannot take like this way, no? You have to find it out.
Monica, we have already deactivated the scribbling thing. Now the students cannot scribble on the presentation.
No, Aradhana, actually, once you said that students can't, still after that, there was someone who was still doing it.
Ma'am, it's deactivated. Please understand. Now you can start the presentation if you want.
I have already started now again. Is it okay now?
Yes.
Is it visible?
It is.
Okay. So I was talking about the pathways. Sorry. Okay. So in the beginning, when I mentioned for the pathways example, like when students are going, I'm not talking about 1 year of certificate programs, because mostly for 1 year of a certificate program, international students, generally they do not get visa. So we do not promote those kind of, as a Seneca college, we can accept. If student is eligible, they can apply. But for if visa they'll not get this, then there is no use. Then of course for 2 years of diploma programs or 3 years of advanced diploma programs, if students like maintain their GPA, they can directly go into the university next level. So here I'm just sharing my screen with you guys where we have a direct partnership with universities. I hope I'm audible and visible my screen. Hello.
Monica, you are.
Okay. So yes. So like I have mentioned, like for example, after 3 years of diploma program, now student would like to transfer directly into the degree. Okay, any university. So these are the some few of our direct universities in Canada where we have a direct partnership. Of course, in Seneca, either student can transfer their credits to the 4 years of degree program at Seneca or universities in Canada we have. In fact, we have a one campus at York University also, that is Seneca at York, where mostly our media communication programs we run over there. Beside Canada, we have outside Canada also, we have a direct partnership, for example, for the USA University or in UK or Australia. Okay. So any university program, when we are talking about any students, if they would like to check whether their program is pathways, credits are transferable, they can go to the particular program web page and they can check accordingly. I have mentioned all programs at WIL, Work Integrated Learning, means mostly our programs you need to check. Few of our programs are with mandatory co-ops, optional co-ops, mandatory work field experience, optional work field. So what is the difference in that? So that depends on the program to program. Mostly co-ops are paid internships. That's a part of your studies. You need to do it. It's mandatory. You need to maintain your GPA. But few of our programs are with the optional co-ops. So this is the benefit when we are talking about students are going, they are leaving their country, they are learning their, when we are talking about learning skills, what is the meaning? How to get that skills? So of course, Seneca, the main thing is Seneca is the location when I mentioned. Another thing is a good networking. Like thousands employers are there at GTA area and maximum they are CEO of the companies or top managers or HR, they are alumni of Seneca. So that is, we have a strong networking. When students are looking for jobs, scopes, or work experience or field experience and all, we have a career connect. We are helping students to get into the job market. We are preparing them for the upcoming interviews or how to write their professional resume. So that assessments of resume or preparation for the interviews, get into the job market and all, that is through Career Connect and Program Coordinator. We are helping them. So they need to, students need to connect to our Program Coordinator and Career Connects. So that is a directly get into the job market experience. Then Seneca Helix. So any students with the good ideas, like for youth entrepreneur, when I'm saying any students with the ideas and they would like to do some startups. Now they have ideas, they need some startups, they need some financial help and all, how to do for that. So Seneca, we have our own incubator at Seneca itself and outside Seneca. Then these are the few companies names where we have a direct industry partnership. You can see these are the companies. I would say this is mostly top companies at GTA area, that Greater Toronto area. These companies are there. So this is our direct industry partnerships, either for the your small business or for the jobs and anything. Related with the international student services at Seneca, we are giving the free airport pickup. Then we have extensive orientation programs. We are doing so many, like throughout the year, we have student activities and trips, but due to this pandemic, COVID-19, this is at hold. But another thing I would like to add over here, mostly students, of course, they must know about DLI. What is the DLI? Designated Learning Institutes at Canada. So whenever you are applying to any programs or visa, you would like to see whether that college or institute is at DLI list or not. So they are DLI list. Yes, Seneca is fully at the DLI list. And I would like to say for the DLI readiness plan also, when in Ontario, there are only 14 institutes were there. At the first league, Seneca was the #1 over there in colleges also. So we are already there at the DLI readiness plan also. At Seneca, the main campus is Newnham campus, and this is the largest campus in Toronto or in Ontario, you can say, about 700 acres it's a campus, Newnham campus. Mostly our programs are run into the Newnham campus. The next campus is a York campus. York campus is at the York University. This is 15 minutes away from Newnham campus, 15 minutes away when I'm saying by bus. So we have our own buses that is called shuttle buses that is at York campus. Any students can roam around any campus anytime free of cost. Then another is a King campus. King campus is at the border of the Toronto, and mostly our programs like related to the workplace, mental health, police foundation, or nursing, behavior sciences, we run into the King campus that is 40 minutes away by bus from Newnham campus. Now this is a beautiful building. You can say this is the Markham campus. It's the main heart of the Toronto. So it's again 15 minutes away from Newnham campus. When I'm talking about the Markham campus, now Markham campus, we rename it as Seneca International Academy, SIA. Now here I would like to add another thing. Seneca is the number one choice for international students, for colleges, for the programs and all, but every year we are getting the good quality and high volume of application, but we cannot accommodate all students, international students. Right now, we have 30,000 students at Seneca. Out of those, 10,000 are international, and out of 10,000, 4,000 are Indians. So you can see at 2000, I would like to share, and I'm feeling proud of for this thing by sharing, at 2019 to 2020, if I compare the enrollments, the registrations and all, we have from last year, we have increased 9% enrollment in this pandemic also. So which was not expected actually. But from 2019, we have increased enrollments almost 10% for international students, but every year we cannot accommodate so many international students. So this year, Markham campus is fully accommodated to international students. That is why it's renamed International Academy, Seneca International Academy. That means in International Academy, we have seats only for international students. So this way, Seneca has given the chance to another international students earlier who were getting only rejections due to the seats not available, they were not eligible. So in Seneca International Academy, we have running only those programs which are more demand into the into the job market. For example, in diplomas, you can see in accounting, business, computer, IT, advanced diploma, again in computer, IT and all, and so many graduate certificate programs into the business, finance, hospitality, management, supply chain management, and others. We have on-campus residence also. So that is 2 rooms in the one house. You can see over here, there is a common bathroom area. That's on-campus residence. Then we have an off-campus residence also. Then students can contact us for the off-campus. I'm leaving over here. I'm not taking much time to talk about the program and admission requirement. Only one thing I would like to mention here about the IELTS requirement. So for diplomas and advanced diplomas, for international students, it's mentioned on website is 6, overall 6. But again, I would like to repeat here, for Indian, specifically for Indian applicants, for diplomas and advanced diplomas, the overall IELTS band we are looking for 6.5, no band less than 6. I repeat it, overall 6.5, no band less than 6 for diplomas and advanced diploma for Indian applicants. For degrees, 4 years degrees or postgraduate certificate, we are looking for overall 7 in IELTS, no band less than 6.5. Basically, this is the main information I would like to give you, which is not mentioned on the website, because on the website it's mentioned for international. Another thing, we do not have any cap for age or study gap, but for the backlogs, we are not taking more than 4 to 5 backlogs. So anything you would like to specifically to know about Seneca, about the program, about their specific criteria, please feel free to contact me. My email ID is already mentioned on the website. If you want, I can leave over here also, and you can contact me through via mail. All the best, you guys. I hope I have not taken much time. Over to you, Aradhana.
Okay, thanks, ma'am. Thanks for the presentation.
Thank you.
Aradhana, she has got some problem in her internet. So now I would like to invite Saurabh sir to take this further.
Yeah, so I'll just share my screen. I hope the screen is visible now, right? Good evening, everyone. My name is Saurabh. I work for the University of Victoria in Canada. I'll quickly run you through the presentation, and if in case you have any questions, you can ask that at the end of the presentation. First, let's talk about the location of the university. I mean, we are located on the western part of Canada. It's the capital city of British Columbia province, and our history goes back to 1903, when we were established as a college, and then in 1968 we got the university status. So we have almost 116-year-old history. We are a public university funded by the Canadian government, and we are in the top 1% university globally for the kind of scientific impact that we have. So it talks about the research that is happening at the university. City-wise, it's a decently populated place. Population is just 3.76 lakhs as a population, and one of the sunniest cities of the province. So that means that weather out here is very awesome, which is 8-degree average winters to 22-degree average summers. Because at times students always feel that it might be a very cold and harsh climate in Canada, and how would you get adapted to the place. But it's not that harsh at all out here. Being the capital city, you'll find all the basic necessities in with the city. It's a city loaded with all facilities which are helpful for any international student to settle down, whether you want to go in for shopping, for enjoy any local festivals. The city has everything to offer, and it's very close to the campus as well. We're just hardly 15 minutes away from the campus. This is the university campus. We have a single campus in which is basically just close to the sea. 10 minutes away from the beach. And whatever you can see in this circular road, it's all your academic buildings, your library, all your academic blocks and the faculties are inside this circular road. And out here are your accommodation. So you're just not away from the university. So it's a one single setting of the campus. It's a 406 acres campus, which has all basic necessities like, a doctor on call, maybe a salon, a pharmacy, your library, a bookstore, all food joints, and also you don't have to step out of your campus, for any basic needs of yours. Now talking about the city, size of the university, it's basically we are a mid-sized university, and we just have under 22,000 students on campus, out of which 18,900 are roughly undergraduate students, and 4,600 students are international students, which is generally 20% of our population is international. And 87% of our students come from different parts of Canada. So it's not just that we are attracting students only from the local place. You'll find friends and colleagues from different parts of Canada as well, which gives you enough opportunity to network with other students from across Canada. Talking about the rankings, because rankings are one of the key features for any student selecting or shortlisting a university. University of Victoria has been consistently ranked in top 3 comprehensive universities of Canada. Recently, as per last year's ranking, we are also number 1 for graduate employability. So which talks about what kind of graduates that we are producing. They are well accepted in the job market, and the credit goes to our the trainings and the co-op program that we have to offer. Even QS, which is a very popular ranking for global universities, we are in top 300 universities globally for different types of courses, be it computer science or psychology or mathematics, environmental sciences. So range of programs, and for them we are ranked in top 300 universities globally. Co-op, as I said, is a very a highlight feature for the university. Over 43% of our students work in different co-op opportunities and earn around about $11,800 in per 4 term of co-op. So this gives you basically, you can test drive your career in different fields. Work with the prospective employers, get hands-on experience of what kind of work and what kind of profile or skills they are looking at, and obviously year on year you improve yourself, so that you have this chance of getting employed with one of your co-op employers or elsewhere, just as the program finishes off. This is how exactly it works out. First year you study for 2 terms and then you have a free term. Again, in the second year, again, you have 2 terms of studies and then you have a co-op term. And from the third year onwards, it becomes alternate. It's slightly flexible based on your employer. At times, employer wants you to stay back for 2 back-to-back terms on work, so you have to and work it out accordingly. In the 5th year, you graduate. So basically, this is the kind of sample schedule of how exactly the co-op is working out. Just have a look at the kind of employers that hire from us. So right from companies like Tesla, Google, Microsoft, Amazon do hire from us, and local government companies as well recruit from us. And as our location, you can see very close to the US and Canada borders. Obviously, enough employers are there to give you opportunities in different sectors. Distribution, if we see, co-op students work in 80% of our students do work in British Columbia region, but there's a handsome 13% of our students work in different parts of Canada as well, and 8% roughly also work in different parts of the world as well. Now 75% of our students do get a job offer in hand by the time they graduate. So you can understand how promising these co-ops become when you get along with one of them. Now let's talk about the programs that we have to offer. Over 80 plus programs are there for you to choose from, right from social sciences to humanities to engineering to computer science. We have a course to offer. These are some of the popular choices among students. So we do have engineering program with co-op option. So BSc as well as computer science engineering does come in the same faculty. Other specializations are civil engineering, software, mechanical, electrical engineering as well. If you're looking at business courses, we have a comprehensive business management program called the Bachelor's of Commerce, which is a 4-year program with a co-op inbuilt. For social sciences, we are again very popular for economic psychology and environmental studies, because many students do have this query: I don't have a mathematics in class 12, so can I opt for an environmental studies program, or can I opt for a psychology or economics program? So yes, you can apply for that. Only in the science, engineering, and business, we do need a class 12 mathematics to be there. Now talking about the entry requirement, basically we're looking at just around about 75 to 80% in your 12th standard if you come from CBSE, ICSE, or state board. However, these are the minimum benchmarks. So some of the popular programs may require a slightly higher percentage, like business, engineering, or computer science program may have a slightly higher percentage requirement. In case you score around about these, you are good to go in terms of your application. We don't require any aptitude tests, exams like SAT or subject test or AP and all. But we do want you to, if you're writing an exam, you do prefer writing either IELTS or TOEFL. We just want to check your language skills in any of the 2 exams. And this would also help in your visa preparation as well, because at times, our university or my other colleagues will talk to you about, we might waive it off the condition of IELTS or TOEFL, but for visa, you do require an IELTS or TOEFL. So if you're planning for Canada, it's advised that, you should always keep in mind that you need to take an IELTS or TOEFL. Applications for the next September intake are on. We'll close the fall intake applications by 31st January 2021. So before that, you have to lock in your application and try to submit your supporting documents as well. Now coming to the tuition fees or investment required in the program, on an average, our tuition fees is around about $25,860. For accommodation, we do give you a choice between single seater, double seater, or a cluster accommodation. So based on your budget, you can pick a choice. And if you want to understand and communicate to your parents what kind of a ballpark figure you're looking at, so roughly I would say 20 to 22 lakhs per annum is your kind of investment required in the program, putting all the things together, your tuition, accommodation, books, and supply. If you're looking at scholarships, then we do have a few scholarships to offer. However, these are very competitive and academic driven. So based on your performance in 10th and 12th, we do give you a scholarship, which is in the range of $2,000 to $10,000. These are entrance scholarships. So based on your 10th and 12th marks, we do consider for any kind of scholarship. If in case you want to additionally support yourself, we do have on-campus work study positions in which you can work for the university and get paid on a per hour basis. This is a campus tour. If in case you have any, you want to just visit the campus virtually sitting at the comfort of your home, you can just do that through the virtual tour. It's available on the website. And if you have any questions or doubts, you can just write to me on india@uvik.ca. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have on the program. Now, any questions, if in case you have, just put it in the chat box, and I'll answer that just after my other colleagues are finished with the presentation.
Saurabh,
Over
thank
to
you
you,
so
Saurabh.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the lovely
Excuse me,
presentation.
ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, if we have some query in between, can we just ask it out directly or something? Or we should
Can you wait for the last session to end and you can ask your query, please?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. You're very welcome. Thank you, Saurabh, for the lovely presentation, which was very brief and very good. Now I would like to call Riddhi from Ontario Tech University.
Thank you. I'll just quickly share my presentation. Please let me know once you're able to see it.
It's visible, Riddhi.
All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Riddhi Khurana, and I represent Ontario Tech University. We're based in Oshawa, which is about a 40 minutes drive from Toronto. I will be walking you through a couple of things about programs, the admission requirements, fees and finances, and also some of the highlights of why you should choose Ontario Tech for your next stop of education right after class 12th. So today I will only be discussing the undergraduate programs at the university. In case you have any queries regarding postgraduate studies, you can drop it in the chat window and I can direct you to our admissions office. We are a university, so we don't provide any diploma program. So it is only a 4 years undergraduate degree. So this is where our university is located. We're based in Oshawa, as I mentioned. We have a 400-acre campus. Oshawa is pretty well connected. It's a 40 minutes drive from Toronto, and it has various places that you can be at: a beach, museums, nature trails, conservation areas, etc. It also comes under the GTA, which is the Greater Toronto Area, so you don't have any problems moving around. The star that you see on your screen, that is where the university is located. We are a 400-acre campus, and we share it with Durham College. So we are a very small university. We are about 10,000 students, out of which 8,000 are undergraduate students, and about 11% is international students that we have. I will be walking you through all of these things. So you will have experiential learning, faculties and program, the Ridgeback, which is the motto and the strongest part of our university, which is also the student clubs, and of course fees, finances, admissions, and your scholarships. So something about the university, the Ridgeback reflects, which means that, what has the university achieved so far in terms of placements. So 85% of our students get placed right after the completion of their course. 77% are employed within their field of study. This is an average percentage of placement, which means that for programs like health sciences, for engineering, computer sciences, because we are a tech university, we have a higher percentage for that. Somewhere around 91 to 92%. The other 28% earn more than 50,000 annually, which is above the Ontario average, which means that students who are graduating from Ontario universities, we have a higher paid jobs that are available for students who graduate from our university. Then 23% of these total students go for their higher education, which is master's or any other further higher education post their undergraduate studies. We actually offer postgraduate programs and PhD level courses. So in case you're looking your career into academia, then definitely this is the place. We are very much into research and higher education. So you can definitely choose Ontario Tech for even your master's and PhD level programs. Some of the employers I've mentioned over here, which is Amazon, Facebook, Google, Tesla. There is some of the government-based organizations that we work with. And of course, for our career fairs, which is one of the major USPs of the university, we organize 2 career fairs every year wherein we have 300 plus companies and organizations that participate. So these companies and organizations, so we have like a one career fair where students go and speak with the delegates themselves. The other career fair is called the reverse career fair, where the students will portray what their achievements have been like in the past 4 to 5 years, depending upon their program. Most of our programs are 4 years, but some of the programs are offered with a co-op, which is internship, as you've already heard before. So internship is offered with some of the programs, and there is a management option, which is specifically for students who want to learn much more about how to manage in an organization, because working in an organization is a very different thing than going ahead in an academia field. So that course is particularly for students who would like to understand more on management. I will now take you through the first faculty, which is business and information. I'll quickly walk you through. There are various specializations that we offer. So it's a field related to students who would want to pursue their undergraduate studies after completing commerce as their option in class 11th and 12th. We would require these students to have maths to apply for any of the faculties, any of the specializations under business. And we also require a minimum of 70% average in your class 12. These are the list of programs that you will have in business. So there is commerce, accounting, finance, marketing, game development, networking, IT, and technology management. If you see the right side specializations, those are under the category of Bachelor of Information Technology. So it's a separate degree, which is BIT, and commerce will be a Bachelor of Commerce, which is BC. So moving on to, yes, so this is the class size that you have, 47 median upper class size. So as I mentioned, we're a small university, so you have very, very close group studies. And of course, there are tutorials, there are small group studies available with faculty, and of course, the class size is smaller. Then there are 5,000 women for STEM scholarships available. Then there are international study collaborations. 100% of our students participate in the experiential learning. The program is for 4 years. We don't offer any co-op, and internships are definitely available on and off campus both. Education is the other faculty. We have included a lot of programs this year that I would like to highlight. There is Design Adult Learning for Digital Age, Educational Studies and Digital Technology, TESOL, which is Teaching English to Speakers of Other Language. And the other ones we had earlier, which were Primary Junior Education, Intermediate Senior Education, Concurrent Education, and Connected Program. For this, you need English as one of your prerequisite subjects and 70% overall in your class 12. These are some of the highlights of the program, BEd program in Ontario to offer mental health first aid certification. So you also get to be a certified teacher if you are in pursuing this particular program. The next is energy systems and nuclear sciences. One additional thing that I want to highlight here is that nuclear engineering is only offered at Ontario Tech all over Canada. So that's a course that you will not find at an undergraduate level in Canada. So we offer that program in case you're interested. We also have a management option along with nuclear engineering, which means that you learn much more about management and working in an organization whilst you study your nuclear engineering. The other two faculties will be sustainable energy systems and health physics and radiation science. For this program, you need 2 sciences program, which is physics and chemistry along with mathematics, and a 70 to 75% average in your class 12. Some highlights, as I mentioned, nuclear engineering, if you see on your right hand side, it says Canada's only undergraduate program of its kind. So it's offered only with us, and the median upper class size is 44, again, a very small class size. Coming to our most competitive faculty, which is Engineering and Applied Sciences, a 4 years degree program, which offers about 6 specializations and another 7th option for students who are undecided right now. So for all of you, for those of you who are not decided on which program to choose, you might be figuring out right now because you're in class 11th or 12th that I might be interested in mechanical, or I want to go in electrical, or whichever one would suit me best. So for those students, we have an option that you can take up wherein you study a foundation year for a whole year in the first year, and then you select your specialization in the second year. So you will have time to explore your strengths, explore your interest, whichever field interests you the best, you choose that. Now here too, we have two specializations that are only offered with us, which is automotive and manufacturing. You will not find these specializations at any other university, which makes it even more unique to us that we have this kind of specializations offered at our university. Very competitive course. We require 75% and above in class 12, along with physics, chemistry, and mathematics as your prerequisite subjects. We have different department for students, female students who are joining engineering program. There is a whole other scholarship offered for international students, but that is offered from the second year onwards. So I will not be discussing that right now. You will explore that once you're there on campus. These are some of the highlights. As I mentioned, engineering is a very competitive program. So 89% of our students get employed within the 6 months of graduation. So you need not wait for another year or 2 years to figure out what your options are. Then, as I also mentioned, automotive and manufacturing are the only accredited engineering programs of their kind in Canada at our university. Moving on to one of the main USPs of our engineering program, which is research. So we are ranked in the top 50 universities in Canada for our research in engineering. So this is related to particularly for engineering department. Coming on to health sciences. So we have these 4 specializations offered with us. Health sciences, kinesiology, which is also physiotherapy. There is medical laboratory science and nursing. Nursing is a very competitive program. We only have 10 seats for international students. In case you're interested, please apply early so that you have all your documentations done before the deadline. We require you to have 2 sciences programs, which out of which one has to be biology and mathematics. Around 70 to 75% is the average percentage requirement. This particular faculty has a very high percentage in terms of employment, which is 91%. So we also have a mock hospital on campus, which might interest some of you who would like to, go ahead with research or, learn better in a practical, curriculum, which is more into practical and more into hands-on experience than theoretical. The last faculty which I would like to the second last faculty that I would be talking about is Faculty of Sciences. Again, we have a lot of specializations that we offer, wherein there is applied mathematics, biological sciences, chemistry, computer science, forensic science, integrated maths, and computer science. That's one of the options that we have recently included. The other is integrative neuroscience and physics. All of these specializations come with a co-op option, which is an internship in the 5th year that you can choose from. The other option is a management option that you can again choose in case you're interested in management. This faculty, we would require you to have physics, chemistry, and mathematics, along with a 70 to 75% of minimum average. The last faculty that we have is social sciences and humanities. We require you to have English as a prerequisite and 70% in your class 11th and 12th. One thing I want to highlight here is a psychology program, which is 2 degrees that we offer. One is Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Sciences. All these options here, all the specializations offered here are for 4 years without a co-op. I will not be taking much of your time now, and I will completely now move to the fees and finances that we have. So this is our Ridgeback Reflect, which is the sports and the recreation that we offer on campus, which is one of the major highlights of the university. This is some of the support that we offer on campus. Clubs and societies. Yes, we have a residence option. So we offer these many resident floor plans on campus itself. So you have a private room facility down to two sharing, then a common room sharing, and then there is at the end, which is the easiest on pocket residence plan, which is 3,500 only, and it's a quad sharing, which means 4 people sharing. The other thing that I also want to highlight is the food facility on campus. So moving on. That we have fees and finances. So there is where there is international students on the extreme right side, which is 24,000. It starts from 24,000 and goes up to 31,000. This is the tuition fee only. The other expenses are mentioned
Riddhi,
over on the
there's
right
a lot of
side.
disturbance from your end, Riddhi.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's audible, but there's a lot of disturbances from your end.
Okay, just a minute. Just give me a minute. Am I audible now?
Yeah, now it's perfect.
Okay, thank you. So this is the fee structure for international students on the right-hand side, which starts from 24 and goes up to 31,469. There are other expenses mentioned, which would be overall about 2,000, including your other expenses, technology fee, and your health insurance. So these three things would be approximately 2,000 to 2,500, and your meal plan and residence is separate. $1,000 goes up to 4,000. The second scholarship that is unfortunately not mentioned here, but I will share it with you, that we have, which offers about 18,000. Hello, I'm so sorry, my internet connection got. Hello, can
Yeah,
everyone?
Riddhi, it's audible. Yes.
So sorry. Yeah. So the scholarship that I'm talking about, which is the Global Leadership Award, it offers 18,000 every year, which is up to 72,000 Canadian dollars for over 4 years. That is a huge grant, and we give it to international students only. So in case you're eligible, so the eligibility would be about 85% in your class 12th, and you need to submit 2 letters of recommendation, your statement of purpose, and your extracurricular certificates. So these are the things that we require for your scholarship. Now we'll just take your leave because I am almost done with the entire presentation. These are some of the deadlines. So we have the upcoming deadline, which is 31st of January. This is okay, that's not mentioned over here. This is for Ontario students. So 31st of January is for international students for our competitive course. The second deadline is March 31st, which is for the non-competitive courses. Here are the list of things that we accept as English language proficiency. So IELTS, TOEFL, PTE is all that we accept. I will now be concluding my presentation, and in case you have any clarifications that you need to seek out, I will share a meeting link that you can book a one-on-one meeting with me, depending upon your schedule. So you can book a calendar, and we can meet at your given slot. Also, I will be sharing my email address for any of the queries that you may have. Thank you so much for listening so patiently, everyone. And over to the next.
Thank you, Riddhi. Thank you so much for the presentation, which was very clear and crisp. Now, I would like to call Saurabh. I would like to call Gaurav from University of Alberta.
Thanks, Radna. Just give me one quick second.
No problem. Take your time. It's visible. It's visible.
Great. Okay, welcome everyone for the interactive session today. I am Gaurav. I'm the in-country representative for University of Alberta. I manage a recruitment for Pan-India for undergraduate programs for the University of Alberta. So without taking much of a time, I'll quickly start. So on your screen, as you can see, this is the beautiful campus of University of Alberta, which is situated at the edge of a lush river valley. It's a huge campus that we have of more than 150 buildings. This is called as a North Campus. It's occupying more than 50 city blocks, and it's kind of a city within a city. So University of Alberta was established in 1908, having a history of 112 years now. So Alberta North Campus has it all: classroom, libraries, laboratories, housing and dining, sports fields, fitness center, everything at one location. So as we move ahead with the presentation, I'll be sharing quite a few statistics for the University of Alberta, and I hope that students will have a good time to know that. Yeah. Okay. So University of Alberta currently is ranked number 4 across Canada. We are the number 4 research-based university in Canada. We are also in top 100 universities across the world. Some of our programs are ranked very high in the world ranking, as you can also see in the screen. So our forestry and geology faculties are ranked number 5 across the globe. Our paleontology is ranked number 3, petroleum engineering ranked number 5, transplantation 6, and sports related programs ranked number 7 across the world. We are also first and the only faculty of native studies in North America. As per the QS ranking agency, which is the independent body, we are currently ranked number 2 in terms of graduate employment rate. And we are number 1 of the greenest employers in Canada since 2009. So at University of Alberta, there are about 40,000 plus students studying at any given point of time from across 156 countries. And we have a huge network of 300,000 plus alumni across the globe. So I understand as and when a student gets to hear about the word Canada and studies in Canada, the first thing that comes into their mind is extreme weather, extreme cold weather in Canada. That is definitely the case. Yes, when it's winters, there are quite a few days when it's really extreme temperature out there. However, while living in Edmonton, it has been recorded that about 325 days plus of bright sunshine has been recorded on campus. So it's just a couple of days out of an year which the student has to manage the extreme weather. Remaining, it's our bright sun shining up and right. Apart from that, we also celebrate 50 plus festivals annually. We have 150 kilometers of the trails on the campus. So this is the North Campus. As you can see, any given point of time on North Campus, we have about 36,000 students studying. The average class size, even though we have such a huge number of students studying, the average class size of any particular faculty is about 38. Initially, when the students join in the first year, the average size is a bit higher, but eventually when the students bifurcate in their individual specialization, this average class size goes down dramatically. So 6,500 plus students graduate every year from University of Alberta. These are the number of students studying under the undergraduate programs. So 85% of residents play dodgeball. It's a 0% commute to campus. Our residence building is situated on campus itself. At University of Alberta, we give students a guarantee that if they apply for on-campus accommodation before 30th of April, then a space for them on campus will be reserved for sure. Now on your screen, what you can see the building at the back of this presentation, it's a Lister campus, the Lister on-campus accommodation. This is the biggest on-campus accommodation that a university offers. No other university or a private college offers such a big residence facilities to the student. Now, we are one of the best research universities across the globe. We are currently ranked 81 in the world for our research impact. We have more than 400 research laboratories available, and we are also ranked number 2 in terms of largest research library in Canada. So on your screen, you can see world-renowned faculty. So University of Alberta virologist Dr. Michael Houghton was awarded 2020 Nobel Prize in Psychology or Medicine. So this professor, Dr. Michael Houghton, has discovered the hepatitis C virus, and it's not a very old thing. Just a month back, he was awarded the Nobel Prize for discovering this virus. So this is the level of education and the research that University of Alberta offers its students. And that is one of the reasons that we have been ranked regularly, or in fact, throughout the history of University of Alberta in the top 5 universities of the Canada. So we have more than 400 plus student clubs as well, which varies from sports to dramatics to reconstruction activities. And we also have options of national champions are there, 78 national championships are there. So students have a lot of options, not just studies, they can also take part in other activities as well. There are certain clubs for which the students might have to appear for you can say kind of a demo that they have to give, and if shortlisted, then they can join it. Otherwise, they're all education related clubs are open to join by anyone. So we have 130 plus active spin-off companies, which means that all our faculties at University of Alberta offers a co-op option. Student can apply for a co-op if they intend to. And we have tie-ups with about 130 plus active companies, with which the students can go ahead and do their co-op. Co-ops at University of Alberta are generally paid, and it's a part of your curriculum on regular basis. All bachelors at University of Alberta is of 4 years. However, if a student is shortlisted for a co-op, then the duration of your program increases from 4 years to 5 years. However, a good thing is that the student don't have to pay anything during the period when they're doing co-op. You still pay the fees and everything only for 4 years and not for 5 years. Now we are ranked number 87 in the world for employment rate, as per the statistics that we have maintained for University of Alberta. So within 6 months from their completion of the program, students get placed into the same field in which they have studied. And the average starting salary what a student of University of Alberta gets is about 55,000 US dollars is the average starting salary that a student get, which is about like 3 lakh Indian rupees per month, or in fact more than that. So now coming to the funding and the options that we offer. So at University of Alberta, we offer $32 million plus in financial support every year. As per the statistic maintained, 1 in every 5 first-year student receives a scholarship. And there is only one application that needs to be made by the student to be considered for all the awards. So at University of Alberta, our scholarships are primarily divided into 2 categories. One is application-based scholarship and the other one is automatic scholarship. So coming to the automatic scholarship first, as the name suggests, you don't have to do anything for that. Each and every student who gets the offer letter from the University of Alberta is automatically assessed against the automatic scholarships available. And if you are found to be eligible, you will get that. Now, a very interesting and a good feature for international students at University of Alberta is that we don't have any capping on the number of scholarship that a student can get. So if, for example, a student is found to be eligible for all the scholarships, they will get all those. So we have a gold standard scholarship for up to $6,000. We have international student scholarship up to $9,000. And we have international country scholarship up to $5,000 under the automatically awarded scholarships. So if a student, as I mentioned earlier, if a student is found to be eligible for all these, they will get all these scholarships. So the other kind of scholarship which I was talking about is the application-based scholarship. There is a last date before which the student has to apply. The last date is 15th of December. On this, we don't give any extension. So students, those who are interested to study at University of Alberta, please make sure that you don't miss this deadline, because as you can also see on the screen, the majority amount of the scholarship that we offer is under application-based scholarship. So make sure you apply before 15th of December. So there is international entrance citation scholarship, which is worth of up to $40,000. Then we have UAlberta Alberta Centenary Scholarship up to $30,000. And we have international entrance leadership scholarship, leader scholarship up to $7,500. So let's suppose if a student is found to be eligible for all these 6 scholarships, they can get as high as 95,000 Canadian dollars, which is approximately about 51 lakh plus Indian rupees. And this is not just an overall. Each and every student who is found to be eligible for all these 6 scholarships will get all these 6 scholarships. So that is the level of financial support that University of Alberta provide to the students, those who deserve it. Now coming to the average fees, tuition fees that we offer. So as you can see on the screen, the tuition fee for almost all the faculties remains same for the first, second, third, and fourth year. So this is a new concept which we have introduced at University of Alberta from last to last year, which is called as tuition guarantee, wherein we give this thing in writing to the students in their offer letter that whatever fees they are enrolled at will exactly be the same fees throughout the tenure of the program. So basically it's a $0 annual increase in their tuition fees. Now this tuition fee increase, this tuition fee includes 3 things in it. So of course the tuition cost, it also includes your public transportation cost, and it also includes the general medical facilities of the student. So these 3 things are covered in that. Apart from that, transportation cost and the medical facilities are included in the tuition costs that are mentioned on your screen. So at University of Alberta, students have infinite possibilities which await for them. We have about 16 faculties available for the undergraduate programs, and we have 200 plus programs which are available for the students to study from. I'll quickly go through the timeline. So our admission for September 2021 intake has already started from 1st of October. I'm happy to say that from October, we are right now on in the first week of November itself, and we have already received about 300 applications for September 2021. So students, those who are interested to apply, you don't have to wait for your class 12 final scores to be available in order to join the university or apply to the university. Go ahead and apply right away. So there are only two documents which are required at the time of application. That is your class 10th mark sheet and the predicted scores of your class 12. So the predicted scores needs to be issued on the letterhead of your school, which your principal will definitely do that. So with that and your class 10th mark sheet, you can apply. There is no third document which is required. Not in fact, any English language document is also proficiency exam document is also not required at the time of application. You can submit that later on. So I'll quickly take you through the timeline. So our application started from 1st of October. 15 December is the deadline for application based scholarship. 1st of March is the deadline to apply. So from 1st of October, student can apply till 1st of March. In April, generally by April, students get the offer letter and they can register for the program. They can make their own timetable. We give them flexibility. They can choose which subject to study on which day, which time of a week and all. So they can make their own timetable. That starts from April. 30th April is the last day to apply for the residence for guaranteed housing, as I mentioned earlier. 1st May is the deadline to accept the admission offer. All the offers which with the students have got, you have to accept that by 1st of May. Then by 15th of June, those who intend to get a transfer into the program, those who are already doing bachelor's and want to change from current university to University of Alberta, 15th of June is the last day to submit their transfer documents. And 1st of August is a deadline to submit admission documents. So right now, as I said, student can apply just with 10th mark sheet and 12th predicted. So by 1st of August, they have to submit their class 12 final scores and their English language proficiency exam if they are required to by 1st of August so that their offer can be confirmed. So that's myself and this is the location we are based. Edmonton is the city. My contact details are mentioned on the screen. My email ID is india@ualberta.ca. Feel free to get in touch with me if you have any queries further. Thank you so much. Aradhna, you are on mute.
Thank you so much, Gaurav, for the lovely presentation. Now, I'm throwing this question to all the students. Please keep your questions ready. You can throw your questions in the chat box to me or either to different universities which are there in the delegate. Now, I would like to call Yamini from University of Guelph. Over to you, Yamini.
Hi, Radna. Thank you so much. I'll just share my screen. You guys can see my screen,
It's
right?
visible, yes.
Okay, perfect. So, of course, we're running out of time, so I'll just start quickly. So, myself, Yamini Malhotra, I'm the in-country representative for University of Guelph. So, we are an Ontario-based university. So, it's 1 hour drive from Toronto. Okay. So population, yes, city of Guelph is not very huge, I would say. It is a mid-sized city. So population is close to 2 lakh as of last year. It is rated one of the 10 best places to live in Canada for new Canadians. Unemployment rate amongst, it is actually the lowest in Canada. Reason behind the less population, the less competition. So definitely unemployment rate is quite less. So we do have almost everything: hiking trails, rock climbing, complex parks, canoeing. So almost everything is covered in the city and on the campus as well. So it is 1 hour drive from Toronto. We do have 4 distinct seasons. Student ID is a student transit pass. So one second, let me enlarge it. Okay, so student ID is a student transit pass. So if a student wants to travel across the city, across the campus, he or she doesn't have to pay the money and he or she can only use the student ID to move anywhere across the city. So what sets U of G apart? So I would say that we are a mid-sized university. So I'm just talking about the UG here. So now we have the enrollment of close to 24,000 students for undergrad only. So in total, I would say there are more than 35 to 40,000 students overall, including the master's and the doctorate degrees. So close to 2,000 international students are enrolled from more than 100 countries as of now. So we are top 18 in Canada and we are in top 300 in the world. It is known as the number one university in Canada and number 14 in the world for agriculture sciences. Agriculture sciences, to quote, is the best, it's the flagship program of the university. Reason behind, uh, prior the university's name, like formerly it was known as the Agriculture School. So it is the best university for agriculture sciences. OVC ranks number one in Canada and seventh in the world as per QS. Top four Canadian comprehensive university. It is amongst the top four Canadian comprehensive universities as per Maclean's 2019. So 91.2%, close to 92% of first year students return for their second year. Close to 90% of the students are employed 6 months after graduation. So, yes, we do have the employability ratio of more than 90% now. We do have over 200 clubs and organizations. We do have close to 80 exchange programs in 30 plus countries. So, this is sort of an exchange abroad programs you're talking about. So we offer degree programs in five major areas, that is arts, computer, business sciences, and engineering. We have almost covered everything over here. The Indian market look after. So I talk about arts. So I won't go to every major over here, but yes, we do have almost everything covered: anthropology, economics, English, geography, history, psychology, political science, philosophy, studio art, theater studies. So the ones who have the expressive mark over there, they offer co-op education as well during your course. So if I go to Bachelor of Science, so we have again almost covered everything. So that is biochemistry, biodiversity, biological sciences, chemical physics, chemistry, physics, microbiology, nanosciences, human kinetics. So almost everything is there in Bachelor of Sciences as well. So we do have Bachelors of Commerce, which is Bachelors of Business as well. So accounting, management, economics, marketing management, hospitality, tourism management, public management, sports and event management, and undeclared. This is the very best part of the university if I would talk about the undeclared programs, which is almost in every course in the university. So if a student is unsure of his or her specialization to choose after 12, so he can choose undeclared program. So that is, if he wants to go for business courses, commerce courses, but he's not sure that he wants to go for accounting, public management, or hospitality and tourism, he can go for Bachelor of Commerce undeclared. So in which he will study every major and minor over there in the first year, and according to his interest, according to his or her interest, he can go for the specialization from the very second year. So in computing, we do have computer science and software engineering. Both are offered with co-op as well and without co-op as well, as per the student's interest. So if I talk about engineering, we do have biological engineering, biomedical, computers, mechanical, water resource, undeclared again. So these are the 80 plus majors which are covered in 12 degree programs: applied sciences, arts, bioresource management, computing, engineering. We do have arts and sciences. We do have sciences in agriculture, doctor of vet medicine, which is definitely the prerequisite. It's to go under bachelor's, and then associate diplomas, which are not very popular in India, I would say. So these are few of the minors which are listed, which I've already covered in every course as such. So other degree programs, we do have veterinary medicines, applied sciences, computing, landscape architecture, agriculture, environmental sciences, etc. Okay, so this is the cooperative education I'm talking about. I know every one of my colleagues know the cooperative education, but students should know that Canada is very famous for their co-op offers with their co-op education. So during the course, you get an opportunity to undergo with the internship, and that would be paid internship. So university offers a paid internship during the course itself. Like after the second year of your graduation, you can undergo with the internships term wise. So this is a very good thing the Canada offers and every university offers in Canada. So you can earn up to a maximum of 10,400 Canadian dollars in one semester. We do have over 3,000 co-op students. These are few of the companies with which we are associated with, and co-op is available in 35 majors, which includes arts, applied sciences, commerce, computing, engineering, sciences, and almost every particular course if I talk about. Okay, so this is just an example of a timetable which a student gets in the orientation program, like how first year will go and how the second year will go. And from the second year, you can start with your co-op, that is work. So you'll go for one semester of work, and in that you don't have to pay the fees of that internship program, of that 1 year duration of your internship. You just get paid for it, so you will get the salary for it as well. So another psychology program, this is biomedical toxicology. I'll quickly jump into the admission requirements. So if I talk about IB, we need a minimum score of 28, including the bonus points. And math studies, math and English are the prerequisites for every course in the university except Bachelor's of Arts. But again, in Bachelor's of Arts, if a student is opting for economics or psychology, again, maths is a prerequisite. So if a student is coming without mathematics in 12th, he can still go with the maths online course, which is offered by the Canadian government and which is offered in the university, or he can go for the SAT subject test, which will fulfill the requirement of mathematics to get into the undergrad programs. So this is the IGCSE level, IGCSE admission requirement. I'll go for the CBSE because that is definitely the most popular one in India, the biggest one. So minimum of 80% is required for most of the degrees. So if I talk about arts and business courses, 80% is the minimum requirement to get into the undergrad degree of arts and businesses. But if I talk about computer science and engineering, so 82 to 85% are the definitely most appropriate marks to score. Okay, so English proficiency requirements. So IELTS, definitely we require IELTS with 6.5 overall bands with no band less than 6 in each section. TOEFL is 89, PTE is 60, overall score is 60. And last year, due to COVID, Canada introduces Duolingo test as well, which can fulfill the admission requirement. But again, for visa purpose, IELTS is the mandate requirement. So I always recommend to my students to undergo with IELTS, because any which ways, if you go for PTE or if you go for Duolingo, you again have to take the English test for your visa purpose. So scholarships, we do have scholarships as well. So this is the merit-based scholarship, the first one. So this is 2,500 to 8,500 Canadian dollars as per the scores with the student score in 12th. The scholarship starts from 85%. It actually starts from 82 to 83% as well. So the minimum is 2,500 and maximum goes to 8,500 for the first year. And we do have announced last year we did have announced the renewable amounts, which is 4,000 Canadian dollars per year. Like for the consecutive second, third, and fourth year, the renewable amounts will be 4,000 Canadian dollars if a student is sustaining a particular percentage every year. So student has to sustain minimum of 75 to 80% to get these renewable amount scholarship. So this is the automated one. You don't have to apply for this particular scholarship. It is totally based on merit. And the second one is need-based scholarship, which is after arriving to the university, after registering to the course, this a student can definitely apply separately. This actually requires an SOP and the financial documents of his or her parents. This is basically the need-based scholarship. If a student is actually in need of particular scholarship, then they can apply for this particular scholarship. And we are in prep of announcing a major scholarship for the next year. So we are yet to announce that. So I'll get back to you on that. That is the major one which offers more than $20,000 scholarship for fall 2021 intake. So this is the estimated cost for the university if a student is undergoing with the undergrad program. So tuition fee starts from 25 to 26,000 Canadian dollars. Compulsory fees there, residency fees there, full meal plan, textbook, personal expenses, health insurance. So prior accepting, like, at the time of accepting the offer, you just need to pay the residence deposit, that is 780 Canadian dollars. And at the time of registration, you need to pay your tuition fees and health insurance and the compulsory fees. So if I talk about everything, which is including your residency, meal plans and everything, that total sums up to approximately 40 to 42,000 Canadian dollars per year. So potential griffins from Indian boards, this is students in 12th standard but not completed. Definitely student doesn't have to wait for his 12th to be completed afterwards. He can also always apply right now as well. If a student gets his predicted score, so it's good to have predicted scores in hand so that the assessment should be fine and clear, and the student will be offered with the conditional offer letter. So you can send the 10th, 12th predicted along with your IELTS. And if you don't have IELTS, you can definitely submit that later to india@yourgulf.ca. This is my email ID. You can send the application to me. I will verify all the documentation for authenticity, and then I can forward it to the university. So, okay. So if I talk about the assistance, definitely every university provides, but I can talk about my university, International Student Advising Assist with. So once you travel to Gulf, you can go for the temporary accommodation. However, you can go for the residency, you can get the assured residency if you will pay 780 Canadian dollars prior to your registration process. But yes, if you didn't pay for the residency, it's always go for the temporary accommodation is always available over there. Orientation, what to do upon arrival, everything is assisted by the university. Parent and family orientation is always there, because if a student is accompanied by his or her parent or family, parents and families are always involved in the orientation and the university tour. Health insurance plan, personal counseling is there, social and cultural adjustment to life in Canada is there. Orientation week, you can go to this website, you can search for the orientation week. It is for 4 to 5 days. It lasts for 3 to 4 or 4 to 5 days approximately. You can go for the transition office if you want to leverage your skills and strengths to be successful at the university. So this is some sort of a personality development course you can talk about. So living on campus, it is very easy access to all the facilities, kitchenities, Wi-Fi is available in every room. You can go for the residence learning community. You are actually, as I told you, are guaranteed a spot in residence if you submit your online residence application and pay your deposit by June 3rd, 2021. So this is something you can guarantee your residence over there once you arrive in Canada. So dining on campus, it is known that we actually offer the best food in Canada. It is absolutely for sure, because we do have 5 meal plan sizes according to students. You want to go for light, mediocre, heavy, or what sort of like every sort of meal is available there. Indian students can easily adapt themselves over there with the dining facilities. 20 dining facilities are there, 13 coffee houses are there. Food is available 7 days per week till midnight since morning. So these are something university offers and a student can do on the campus. There are n number of intramural sports and varsity sports over there, which students can opt for if they want to represent their university or class or faculty. They can definitely go ahead. They can go for the cultural programs. They can go for the performing arts, student media programs. So almost everything is covered on the campus. You don't have to hop out for any other activity to do. So these are the 100 study abroad programs in over 30 countries. This is totally depend on student whether they want to go for the exchange programs or not. These are the listed countries in which the students definitely go and study for 1 year during their course, during their degree, and they will definitely get a certificate from that particular university as well, apart from UFG. So last slide, I would say how to become a Griffin. So these we do have three ways to apply for the application. One is direct. You can go for the online application directly from the website. You can go from to the OUAC portal and apply over there as well. Or you can email me your application, your set of documents, so that I can approve and I can forward it to the university. That's all. This is my contact details, my contact number and email ID. You can definitely contact me on WhatsApp and you can email me anytime if you have any queries. Thank you.
Thank you, Yamini, for the insight of the University of Guelph. Thank you so much. Now I'll take the questionnaire session. Saurabh, this question is for you, thrown by Janvi. Do you have any graduate and advanced diplomas at UVIC?
We don't. We do have diploma programs, but I'll be only answering questions on undergraduate courses because I'm not from that department, so I'll not have much information on anything beyond undergraduation courses.
Right, Janvi, is that clear for you? Janvi? All right, Saurabh, this question is for you for University of Alberta. So she is asking for the link for application-based scholarship for University of Alberta. And does the University of Alberta provide us with the graduate or advanced diplomas?
Okay, thanks, Aradhana. Yeah, so Gaurav here first, not Saurabh.
All right. Sorry, I'm so sorry, Gaurav.
Right, yeah, so we do offer a link for the program. I have mentioned to the student in the chat box that they can send me an email.
All right.
And I've shared my email ID as well, so they can go and send me an email and I'll share the exact details, not just of the scholarship, but also for the program that they are looking for. So that will be a more concrete way of sharing the details. And
great,
second question, as you asked, unfortunately, being a university, we don't offer the diploma or postgraduate diplomas. We offer direct entry program either to a bachelor level program or a master's degree program.
All right, Gaurav. Thank you so much for your answer. And this question is general for all. Can you please let us know about the literature courses? Students are asking for the same. Literature courses.
Yes, Aradhana, I would like to mention, so for literature at University of Alberta, we have a program which is Bachelor of Arts, under which we offer specialization either in comparative literature and we also have creative writing option to specialize in under the Faculty of Arts. Both of them do not require maths as a mandatory requirement in class 12.
Thank you so much for your answer. Once again, this is question for Seneca College. Monica, you have to answer this. Pavya wants to ask that, do you have aviation courses in Seneca College?
Yeah, Radhana, I think I have already answered him in privately. Yes,
All
we
right.
have few of the program for aviation for for international students. I already shared the link.
All right. Thank you so much, Monica. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
There's one more question. A second. A lot of students are asking for the same regarding like what are the process for scholarship, like how to apply for scholarship. Can you hear me? It's
this
for question
Seneca
is for
college. If I say so the scholarships and all, like since it's a public college, it's not university. So comparison with university, if you see our fees is already less, about $15,000 to $16,000. Number one, and we have very few international scholarships. You can say scholarships are on merit base. Only in second semester they can apply from $500 to $5,000. So when students reach to the second semester, we generally share the links and scholarship links and all. They are different in scholarship and financial aids. Financial aids are mostly on need base and scholarships are mostly on merit base. So we do have in second semester, yes.
Thank you so much, Monica, for your answer. Saurabh, Gaurav, this question is for you. Basically, student is asking whether TOEFL or IELTS is more valuable. Which is more valuable for University of Alberta?
So at University of Alberta, we accept IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, Duolingo. All the four categories of English language proficiency exam are acceptable. In fact, there is one interesting thing which I'd like to mention here. So the student, those who are studying from either CBSE board or ISC board, we give them a special relaxation at University of Alberta that if they have scored minimum 75 marks in English in their class 12 from these two boards, then in fact, to get the admission at University of Alberta, they don't have to appear for any English language proficiency exam. Just based on their class 12th board exams, their class 12th results, we will be giving them the admission. And eventually when they apply for the visa, that time, of course, they might have to appear for an English language proficiency exam. But for admission into the university, if they're studying from CBSE or ISC board, English will not be a mandatory requirement if they have 75 and above in English. Radhna, you're on mute.
One more question. Do you have any MBBS courses? This is for all the delegates out there.
Not at University of Alberta, unfortunately.
Okay, Monica, how about you?
Not at Seneca also.
Okay, Riddhi?
No.
Okay.
And I'll tell you in general, Canada is not a suitable choice for MBBS program because it's not direct entry, they won't get after 12.
Yes, that's true.
All right.
That's actually a decision by the Canadian government, not specific to the college or university. So generally, students, those who intend to study a hardcore medical program like MBBS, as my colleague Saurabh mentioned, Canada should not be an ideal destination for them.
Right. Courses available in Canada for interior designing?
Not at University of Alberta again, sorry.
Okay.
Not at Ontario Tech also.
All right. There's one more question. One student, Manjeet, is asking whether hacking courses is available or not.
We don't have hacking courses, but for artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and computer IT related, yes, but we cannot call it the hacking courses.
Right, Monica. Thank you so much. How about law courses, Monica? Do you have law courses?
We have law courses, paralegal, justice, these courses we have. For diploma, yes, advanced diploma students.
Rupali and Vasundhara Singh, yes, law courses are available. So Monica, it's only available with University of Seneca, or Saurabh, it's available with you as well, UVIC.
First of all, it's Seneca College. Again, I'm repeating, it's
right.
University, so we do not have degree. It's diploma or advanced diploma.
Advanced diploma.
Yeah.
Saurabh, how about you? Integrated law is available?
Similar like MBBS, law is again not a first degree, so they can't apply after 12th for law program directly.
Okay. Makes sense. Thank you so much.
That is why we have diplomas and advanced diplomas like paralegal studies or justice studies and all.
All right. Students, any more questions? If you have any more questions, you can shoot the questions in the chat box.
I would like to answer here the Rashika's answer.
Yes, I can see that. Yes. SAT mandatory. Yes.
SAT is not mandatory. It's not required in Seneca. I don't think so. It's required in any other. Mostly that's universities will answer.
Yeah, it is. It is not required in Canada. If you want to fulfill the math requirement, then yes, SAT subject test you can take. But SAT is not the prerequisite in Canada.
And English, yes, English. If you have already English, still you need to clear the English proficiency test. Either IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, or nowadays mostly universities or colleges temporarily, like Seneca is temporarily accepting Duolingo English score also. So our requirements I have already mentioned for all kind of diplomas or advanced diplomas. We do accept IELTS overall 6.5, no band less than 6. And for the PG programs, we required 7, overall 7, no band less than 6.5, particularly from Indian students because of high volume quality of applications from India, bucket of application we are getting. So we need to make some higher ranking for English. Yes.
Students, you can unmute yourself and you can directly ask the questions from the delegate. Students, can you unmute yourself?
One by one.
Yes. Students, can you please unmute yourself? And one by one, delegates can take up your questions.
Ma'am, I would like to throw this question to Monica, ma'am, for the Seneca University. Just wanted to ask, like, is the college option like a pre-program or like a pre-thing or like a prerequisite that is required and then you get transferred to a university? Or is it like it is important to undergo that, or is it like directly you can go to the university you feel like?
Hi, Navdisha, right. Okay. Navdisha, like I have already mentioned, in colleges and universities, there is a difference. Like if you would like to go for the diplomas or advanced diplomas program, those are 2 years of 3 years of diplomas. And then directly degree is the 4 years of degree. Then for prerequisite you can say for the minimum percentage in your 12th, like in diplomas or advanced diplomas, like with 60% also you can apply with a required IELTS score. But when you are looking for degree, like in Seneca, we have a 4 years of degree. When you are looking for the degree, then about 70 to 75 percentage. That is the one thing in the percentage of GPA, what you call it. Other thing is the maths, because some time students, they do not have maths in their 12th standard. In those kind of a cases, kind of a degree, like if you would like to go for any science or technology related program or any business related program where maths is requirement, like finance or accounting, where maths is mandatory, then students of course cannot go directly into the degree. But still, if you do not have maths, but you have an interest to go those kind of a program where maths is required, prerequisite, on those cases, what we do, we consider your 10th maths scores and you can apply, but only for diplomas and advanced diplomas, not for degree. That way you can maintain your GPA in diplomas or advanced diplomas, and later on you can go transfer your credits as a pathways to universities or any degree, relevant degree in Seneca itself. So this is the way of the pathways, you can say, or this is way into the direct entry into the diplomas or advanced diplomas program. If you do not have maths, if your percentage is low, or any way, any kind of a program which is not available in degree, but available at diploma or advanced diploma, then you can go. Yes. I
Thank
hope
you
I
so
clear
much,
your
ma'am.
answer.
Yeah, sure. And ma'am, one more thing, like in general, wanted to ask, like for IELTS and TOEFL, is it like, should we only give IELTS as the main thing, or like keep like the TOEFL score as well, like a backup thing, or like give 2-3 exams, or just give one exam and clear it at a shot?
Now, Disha, this is a very good question. I would like to mention here, actually, since universities or colleges are open for any kind of English proficiency, whatever they are taking, but the main thing is for the visa point of view. So when you go to the IRCC website, there are two kinds of visa. Under the SDS visa, if you're applying, then of course you should have IELTS or TOEFL, IELTS, like your academic IELTS. But nowadays they have already mentioned the general IELTS also. But like colleges, we do not accept general IELTS. So I would suggest you personally or professionally, if you're asking me, if your preference is Canada, sometimes students are open for Canada or USA or any other countries, then you can take whatever the exam you would like to take. But if your first preference or last preference is Canada beside India, then I would recommend you to go for the IELTS academic. Then you don't need to take like TOEFL also, PTU, but sometime nowadays due to the lockdown or this pandemic, you are not getting dates or IELTS, or you are missing your deadline for any university. Like for Seneca, we don't have any deadline. We have applications open till the time we have seats available. But sometime if you are missing your deadline and you feel you need to take, and university or college is accepting Duolingo English scores, then maybe you need to take two exams. One is the Duolingo to get admission in the college or universities, and another thing is the IELTS. Then you can take to apply for visa, because visa is a different entity, institute is a different entity. According to their policy, you need to fulfill the requirement. Clear?
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
I'm like, this year is like the pandemic also disrupting this thing, because I've seen like my friends and all, they wanted to apply this year, but the visa did not get accepted and all of that things happened. So is it like pandemic for sure is like a shortcoming that has come in between, but will it be for the next year as well? Like if for some universities December 15 or like Jan 31st is the deadline to give in our scores and all, so will it be like the pandemic can cut short something, or like give some impact in general?
That's universities like which they have deadline, they can only answer you. But in Seneca, like I have mentioned, on 2nd of November, we have already opened our application for September 21, for fall 21. Like in Seneca, getting admission, it's very competitive. So almost 9 to 10th months before we open the application. But our applications are open particular for those programs where seats are available. So we do not have any kind of a deadline. But without your English proficiency scores, we are not providing any conditional offer letter also. So to get to conditional offer letter also, if you have English proficiency scores, but you do not have your 12th final result or your last semester mark sheet, still you can apply, since we do not have deadlines. But any university which have deadlines, I think they can answer your query about this query. Because of course, yeah. Sorry.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
I am in 11th class. Can I apply the form?
In Seneca College with only 11th, no. I said 12th means if you are in 12th and you are waiting for, means with your pre-boards result or predicted scores with bona fide certificate from school, yes. And if you have English proficiency, yes, you can apply. But in 11th, you can't apply.
Thank you, ma'am.
Vikram has one question. Like any university which do masters in aerospace?
Not at University of Alberta.
Okay, thank Gaurav. One student is asking, Atisha, is mathematics mandatory for medical courses?
Yep.
Tisha, you got your answer?
Yes.
Manjeet, you can shoot your query directly to the delegate, please. Manjeet, can you unmute yourself? He's basically asking a question regarding cybersecurity and forensic. So if it's available in your university or college?
At Seneca, yes, it's available. At PG, what student has done? What is the maximum education, highest qualification, education qualification?
Manjeet, can you please unmute yourself and answer this question, please?
After 12th or after graduation, he is asking.
No, after 12th, ma'am.
After 12th, yes, we have. In fact, we have a degree also, like in software engineering, if you are looking for, or cybersecurity database. So like I have already mentioned, I can share the program list over here, the link, so you can see. And when you go to the program web page at Seneca College, you can see about the program, like about the skills which will you learn, about the career, about the affiliations, and in career, how much, what you become, how much you can earn per hour set by the government of Canada, the per hour wages, everything is mentioned over here. So yes, we do have maths in 12th maths. If you do not have maths in 12th, and still you would like to go for these kind of a program, so I would suggest you not go for the degree directly. Then in your 10th, if you have 70 to 75% in maths and you have fulfilling the English requirement, that's IELTS requirement, yes, you can apply.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Manjeet, I would like to add on here at University of Alberta also we do offer this program, which is Bachelor's of Science with a specialization in computing science, under which you can choose your specialization like artificial intelligence, cloud computing, cybersecurity, etc. And ideally, maths is a mandatory requirement for this, yes. However, if in case, as my colleague Yamini also mentioned, if a student who intends to go for a program for which maths is a mandate, however, they don't have that subject, so there's an alternate for that they can go for SAT 2 exam, which is SAT subject specific. And if you go for math subject specific and get 600 score out of 800, then for University of Alberta, your maths requirements will be considered as met. And then you can get the offer letter. And yeah, so English, again, at the time of application is not a mandate requirement. You can apply without the English exam and get the offer letter. And eventually by 1st of August, you can submit your English language proficiency exam results.
Ma'am, can I apply next year?
Ma'am, is there any courses for biology students? Can you please mention?
Sorry, to whom?
Ma'am, can I apply next year? Ma'am, can I apply next year?
Jyoti, you are in 11th. This is what you mentioned, right? Yes, when you complete your 12th, once you have your 12th predicted scores and IELTS scores, yes, you can apply.
And ma'am, can you once again tell the biology related courses?
Siddharth, you are asking whom?
Ma'am, biology related.
We have biotechnology program. Do you have bio in your 12th? Are you in school?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So yes, we have. I have already shared the link of the program over here. Yes, we have the program.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, is there MBBS also?
MBBS, like we have already mentioned, in Canada, no colleges, university directly providing. In Canada for medical program like MBBS, what you call it, you should graduate. So after graduation, you can apply. And I don't think so anybody is here who was providing the MBBS program here. So this is not the right platform for you.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, what courses for law do you offer?
Tarun, you're asking from Seneca College?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm just sharing with you what you have done. Have you done LLB or are after 12th you are looking for?
Ma'am, I'm in 11th.
You are in 11th. Okay. So paralegal studies, if you are looking for paralegal studies or law clerk like office administration, legal, justice administration services, these are kind of the programs we have. These are the diplomas or advanced diploma program. These are not directly program where you become the lawyer. Okay. So like same thing for the doctor also, these are the professional programs. So the link I have already shared with you with the law. When you go through the link, you can see the program which are available for international students. This is at the diplomas and advanced diploma levels. Yes.
Ma'am, there will be an entrance exam.
Entrance exam for what?
Ma'am, for college.
Pardon? Sorry?
For college.
There's no entrance exam, only ask English proficiency and your percentage in your 12th. 60 to 65% is enough to get into the Seneca College.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hey, good evening, everyone. I would like to know, is there any university or college which is providing courses in interior designing?
Hello?
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, it's not interior designing we have in a fashion designing if you are looking for. So have you done interior designing? You would like to go after 12th for interior design?
Currently, I'm pursuing my 12th grade, and after that, I would like to go for interior designing.
Okay, we have only designing.
It's just fashion designing.
Yeah, creative arts or designing in animations, media, fashion, and ethics. These are
okay. That's somewhat like 3D eye and something of that sort. Right?
But in fashion also, yeah. But not. I cannot say it's directly into the interior. It's floral designing, or in cosmetics, or in fashion. We have.
Thank you.
Different. Thank you.
Students, any more question?
Ma'am, I wanted to ask a question from Gaurav sir for the University of Alberta. I wanted to ask that for the biotech program, somewhere they mentioned that bio is mandatory. He also mentioned that maths is also compulsory. So like for maths, if we have the SAT thing, like the individual score, so will that be enough? Or like we have to give some other exam as well for proving that, we've got good maths.
Yeah, so Navdisha, at University of Alberta, maths is the only requirement that you have to have. If in case you don't have that in 12th, so as I mentioned earlier, SAT 2 or SAT subject-specific exam, what it is sufficient enough to meet your maths requirement, provided you achieve 600 score out of 800 in that subject. Now, the program that you're looking for, biotechnology, that is under the Faculty of Science. The minimum entry requirement in terms of percentage is student must have minimum 85% in class 10th and about late 80s like 87 88% in 12th overall as well. So if in case you meet the percentage requirement plus the SAT2 score requirement which I just told you, if you have this, then yeah, you are good to get admitted at University of Alberta.
And so also you showed us all the deadlines and all of it related to the application forms. For June 15, if you could just tell me, like you said about June 15, the application transfer. So if you could elaborate on that, like what exactly did you mean by that?
So June 15th was actually the deadline for the transfer students. So now there are students who want to do a degree program right after their class 12. There are certain students who join a degree program in India, for example, and want to transfer to international university, maybe in the mid of first year or after completion of your first year, or maybe second, third year, whatsoever. So those students are considered as transfer student because they are taking a transfer in their current program from one university to other. So how this works is there is a deadline, as I said. The application deadline still remain 1st of March. You have to apply for admission at University of Alberta before 15th of March. However, all your documents like your transcript of your first year, or how many years or years you have completed, you have to submit your transcripts of that, your application form and all that before a certain deadline, which is 15th of June, which I told you. So that's the thing. And once you have submitted your documents, after that, the faculty will evaluate the program content that you have already studied. that will be matched up with the content that we are offering. And if there is something which is found to be similar in that, then you will get the credits for that. And accordingly, the duration of your program and the money, of course, the fees will reduce accordingly. So basically, you don't have to repeat what you have already studied in your first year or second year. And that much of duration and money accordingly will be reduced from your program. So that is what transfer student is called as.
So sir, like till December 15, your university just need two things: the class 10th mark sheet and the class 12th predicted score, right?
Yes, the 15th of December is the deadline for application-based scholarship. So I'm repeating again, our admission has already started from 1st of October. The last date to apply at University of Alberta for September 2021 intake is 1st of March. Any student who applies between 1st October till 1st of March and meets the requirements of the university, they will get admission. There is no concept of seats at University of Alberta. If you meet the requirements, you will get the offer letter and eventually you will get to study at University of Alberta. 15th of December, the deadline which I mentioned, that is the deadline for application-based scholarship. So students, those who apply for that scholarship before 15th of December will definitely get the admission, plus they will be considered for application-based scholarship. So let's suppose you apply for a program in November or in January or February, you will still be getting the admission if you meet the requirements, but you will not be considered for application-based scholarship. You will only be considered for automatic scholarship which are available. Got my point?
Yeah, sir. Thank you so much.
Most welcome.
So even I had a question for you, if I can go ahead.
Sure. If you could be a bit louder, your voice is not very much audible.
Is it better now?
Yes, much better. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm actually pursuing my undergraduate degree right now in journalism and mass communication. And I'd like to get some work experience at least for a year or two and then apply for my master's. And University of Alberta is a place I would be willing to consider. So I want to ask you, is there an eligibility criteria for the undergrad program? Do you require 4 years of undergrad degrees or does 3 years work? Because most Canadian universities require you to have a 4-year undergraduate degree.
Which is absolutely correct. Now we have more than 350 options to specialize in at master's. I'll be honest.
So there's a lot of somebody.
Yeah, there was a lot of noise. Anyways, yeah. So as I was saying, we have more than 350 options to specialize in at a master's level, and unfortunately, each and every faculty has their own set of requirements that they need from the students to be fulfilled. So what I'll rather suggest you is if you can write an email directly to the faculty for the master's profile, then they will be able to go ahead and give you a response for what are the entry requirements, because there are, and now in general, as you are already aware and as you mentioned, most of the master's program require 4 years of bachelor's. However, if a student who has studied 3 years of bachelor's, there are certain ways by which they can meet those requirements. Maybe by having, maybe they can appear for some competitive exams like GRE and other. There are certain faculties which don't want that, rather wants work experience to compensate that. So it all depends from faculty to faculty under which you apply. So the best thing will be when you are actually looking to study at University of Alberta, maybe a couple of months before that, you can get in touch with me or the faculty directly and raise this question, and they will be the best to answer that. Because irrespective whether you study under the course-based program or research-based program at University of Alberta, each and every program and each and every student is actually mentored by the faculty heads directly, and they are the one who set the entry requirements for each and every year and each and every faculty. So near to the time when you are looking for the admission, you can check this up, because that will be the best and updated information then.
Okay, sir. So I'll probably contact you first before directly reaching out to the faculty. And I think you've mentioned your email ID in the chat box, so we can reach you there.
Yes.
Okay.
That is good.
Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
Thank you, Gaurav.
Thanks, Aradhana.
Students, any more questions?
And sir, are there any provisions for APs or like the aptitude tests that you should be giving for scholarships? Like one is the application-based scholarships and the other was merit-based or something of that sort. So are there any APs or something that we have to give separately in order to have a higher percentage in
you are not required to do that. So I'll tell you the difference between the two categories. So the automatic scholarship or the admission-based scholarship, that considers your class 10th and 12th performance in your board exams, the mark sheets that you provide. Obviously, more the percentage you have got in your class 10th and 12th, more are the chances of getting the scholarship. And the other one, which is application-based scholarship, that assess the overall profile of the student, which of course includes your academic, your co-curricular activities, any achievements in the past that you might have. So all these things overall are considered. So there's a form that you need to fill in. So there are, of course, questions which are mentioned, which you need to answer, which gives an idea to our assessing panel that what kind of profile student has. And you don't have to submit any documents to substantiate your qualifications or your co-curricular activities or anything. So eventually one assessment is done. If at all the assessing bench requires you to furnish those documents, then they will get in touch with you and ask you to submit those documents. But in general, you are not required to do anything. Just fill up the form, that's it. And the other one, you don't have to do anything at all for automatic, just based on your application, wherein you anyways will be uploading your 10th and 12th predicted, we give the scholarship. So again, an interesting thing here, we don't want your class 12 final marks to be considered for the scholarship. We give scholarships also based on your predicted itself.
So, sir, the form is available on the website, right?
Yes, it is available on the website. So when you apply for the admission, you have to apply from a portal. So when you do that, there is a link available there itself. So the day you are filling up your application form, same time you can apply for the scholarship as well by filling up a form. If at all you face some issues or you are not able to find that link from where you have to apply for that application-based scholarship, feel free to get in touch with me and I'll share the direct link with you.
Aryan, you can
Okay,
shoot
sir,
your
thank
question.
you.
Aryan Yadav. The question which we asked, which he has asked is, does the financial aid scholarship include 100% scholarship?
Unfortunately, at University of Alberta, we don't offer 100% scholarships. No student at University of Alberta will be having 100% scholarship. However, as I have mentioned earlier, the amount of scholarship that we offer is very, very high. It's a mammoth amount of scholarship. So as I mentioned, if a student is eligible and based on merit, if they're found to be eligible for all the scholarship, they can get as high as 95,000 Canadian dollars, which is a very, very huge amount.
Huge amount, right? Thanks, Gaurav. Manjeet is asking one more question, like how much marks he needs to get in class 12 CBSE board to qualify.
राधना तो भूत जैसी लग रही है बेटी.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello, am I
Yes,
audible?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So basically he's asking whether like how much marks he should get in class 12 to get into different university. That is University of Alberta, Seneca College. So he just need to ask like how much percentage he needs to get in 12th board.
Manjeet, it depends on the program that you're looking for, the faculty under which you intend to apply. So I'll give you the broad range. Minimum is required for our arts faculty, which is 85% and above. Then comes science, which requires late 80s, like 87, 88% and above. And then there is engineering, which require 90% and above.
Thanks, Gaurav.
You're welcome.
Students, any more questions?
So that waive off is from the tuition fee, or is it like a general, like an overall cutoff in the, like you said, 90,000 or like?
Sorry, you need to repeat that, Navdisha.
So you mentioned about the scholarship and all. So is it like a waiver from the tuition fee only?
Yes. So as I told you, as high as $95,000 can be, as in student can get as high as $95,000. Yes, and that is adjusted towards your tuition fee. So when you get the scholarship letter clearly states whether the amount is deducted from first year itself, or is it adjusted towards the 4 years? So for example, there is one scholarship for $9,000, which is spread across 4 years. So in that, your student gets $2,500 in first year, $2,500 in second year, $2,000 in third, and $2,000 in fourth. Similarly, at the same time, there is a scholarship which is worth $5,000 that is directly for first year, and that is adjusted towards your tuition fee in first year itself. So it depends from scholarship to scholarship which you get. Each and every detail will be clearly mentioned in the scholarship letter, which will be given to you.
So how to avail for undergraduate course in the university?
How to
get admission? I want to know.
So you need to apply from our website. You need to submit your class 10th mark sheet and 12 predicted grades. Based on these two documents, we'll give you the offer letter if you are found to be eligible, of course.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Students, can you please ask
आराधना
questions?
पे तो भूत जैसी लग रही है, क्या मोमबत्ती ना थी?
Ma'am, for the Ontario University, wanted to ask about the Global Award or some sort of award that Priti ma'am mentioned. That is there a way you have to apply for it, like a form or something that is directly given, like given on the portal, or like you have to separately apply for it?
Students, you have any questions from Guelph University, Victoria and Ontario University? Students, we need to wrap up the session. Can you please ask the questions from different university as well if you have?
Hi, so sorry, I got logged out.
No, that's fine. That's fine, Riddhi.
Started
I'm just
answering.
asking students whether they have questions from
Yeah,
Ontario
I think there was
University.
one student who was asking for the GLA, which is the Global Leadership Award.
Okay.
And I just want to give a bit of highlight towards that. So that particular scholarship, we offer 18,000 Canadian dollars per year, which is about 72,000 for 4 years. And if I talk about the application, so the deadline for next fall, which is 2021, the deadline is February 25th. You need to have a minimum average of predictive scores of 85%. Along with the academic scores, we also need extracurricular certificates from you and 2 letters of recommendation from your school specifically and a statement of purpose. So that is all about the GLA. If you have more queries, please send me on the email. I've mentioned my email address in the chat window, so we can connect there.
So,
Thank
ma'am,
you so much,
is there
Riddhi.
like a separate form for it that we have to fill up?
Yes.
In order to. Okay.
Yes.
आराधना जा पहले भूत हो गया.
Hello, Navdisha. Yeah, there is a separate application form which needs to be submitted by February 25th. There is no application fee, but it's a separate form.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Students, any more question? I think we should wrap up this session.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, for biology students, rather than biotechnology, there are other courses too.
Yeah, Siddharth, I have already shared link with you, like in cosmetics, rather than biotechnology. When you are asking, yes, you can see in the cosmetics also. This
Yeah. No. Siddharth, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
am I audible?
Yeah, Monica, please go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying rather than biotechnology, there is in cosmetics also chemical laboratory, not clinical research, cosmetic science student can see. Yeah.
Yes, and also Siddharth at University of Alberta, also under the science and the bio stream, we have a lots of program available. So if you want to name me a few, we have biological sciences, we have biochemistry, cell biology, we have immunology, infection, molecular, cellular, and developmental biology, neurosciences. So there's no limit to it. There are n number of options available for you to choose.
So can you
biology.
please share a link for them?
Sure, I'll do that. Quickly do that.
Okay, sir.
And guys, I have already shared International Virtual Open House at Seneca College, which is on 21st of November. I shared the link. If you would like to register yourself for 2 days, we will announce the application fee waiver. Our application fees is $90. So if you would like to save your application fees, and if you think you are eligible as per our requirements, feel free to register and send email to me. I will share the application fee waiver code with you. In one application, students can apply for 3 programs at $90 application fees. So yes, register yourself for International Open House. I already shared the link. Feel free to contact me, and all the very best to all students. May all your dreams come true for further studies abroad, wherever your dream university, college, wherever. All the best.
Thank you so much, Monica. Thank you so much for the blessings you're giving to students. Now, I would like to wrap up this session. I would like to give my sincere thanks to Monica, Saurabh, Gaurav, Riddhi, and Yamini for coming for this session and giving wonderful, wonderful presentation to all the students and answering their question with full patience. Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aradhana.
Thank
you
you.
to all teachers. Thank you.
And all the best for the students. Thanks.
Thank you, all the delegates and students.